Moving on to some international news, a United Nations panel has issued a stark warning on global climate change, saying greenhouse gas emissions must be phased out within the next 85 years. If they aren't, the implications could be catastrophic. Hyun-bin reports.
The United Nations climate body is warning that time is not on our side to stop soaring temperatures, making the world unlivable. Launching the latest study from the Intergovernmental Panel on climate change, the UN said the world faces severe, widespread, and irreversible effects if moves are not made to completely stop using fossil fuels by 2100. It says the use of low-carbon sources needs to rise from 30% of electricity generation now to more than 80% by the middle of the century to limit rising temperatures.
The window of action is really closing very rapidly. If you look at the total carbon budget to ensure that temperature increase by the end of this century will not exceed 2 degrees Celsius, we've already used up a substantial share of this.
Scientists say a rise of 2 degrees Celsius is the level at which the dangerous impacts of climate change will be felt. But the IPCC says the world is at risk of temperatures soaring by 4.8 degrees or even higher by 2100 if things continue as they are.
So this clearly shows that we have a very limited window of opportunity, and I think the global community must look at these numbers and show the resolve by which we can bring about change.
UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon also stressed the need for action before it's too late.
Inaction of climate action will cost much, much more. This climate action and economic growth are two sides of just one coin.
The IPCC study will be the main handbook for 200 nations when they meet for a global summit on climate change in Paris late next year. China, the United States, the EU, and India are the world's biggest greenhouse gas emitters. Hyun-bin, Arirang News.